What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl at K Conora with another video. And I don't know why I always say video like that, but anyways, in this video I'm going to be talking about the stages of gaslighting. Now, you have to understand that you really can't identify. Bookaboo! Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. This is gonna be my little Noah. Noah.
Yes, ma'am.
I know I told you to keep you on YouTube or regular TV.
I'm on YouTube.
I know I told you to keep it on 25, but since I'm making a video, I want you to turn it down to 10 until I'm done. Because it's too loud. I can't even hear myself. All right. But you have to understand that with gaslighting, it's so powerful because the gaslighter will basically hit the gaslightee with so many different things at one time. So it would be so many different things. It could be like they probably can love bomb you and confuse you at one time. They probably can play with your mind, play with your memories. Like if you move something, you know something was there, and then they'll move it, and they'll move it and pretend like they didn't see it. Just like the movie I was telling you guys about called Gaslight. That's where the term originated from. So I just want to give you, so just keep in mind that you can't really identify gaslighting by these stages that I'm going to give you, but I'm going to give you some stages anyways to help you identify what you probably have gone through or what you're going through now. So I wrote some stuff down. I'm gonna put this down real fast. I wrote some stuff down, and I want you to know that gaslighting, again, like the movie where the husband was manipulating the wife by making her think that the gaslight is not working, but the whole time he was, the one who was messing with the gaslight. So you have to understand that gaslighting is a form of persistent manipulation and brainwashing, and it will cause the victim to doubt herself, or men. Women gaslight too. Men just don't gaslight women. Like you can be gaslighted by your sister, like I was. You could be gaslighted by your family, like I am. You could be gaslighted by your neighbors. It's really easy to be gaslighted by people who you have intimate relationships with. Now, me and my neighbor, we've never had an intimate relationship, but it's damn near intimate because these walls are so thin. And like I said before, I believe that my neighbors found a spot in their house to listen to everything that I was doing, whether I was having sex, whether I was cooking, whether I was singing, whether I was chastising my child. It's like it became intimate in their mind because they felt like that they were in my world, which they wasn't. It's like these people are delusional. Like, you have to really have I'm not even gonna go too far. But yeah, it's easy to be gaslighted by someone you have an intimate relationship with. So if you feel like you are being gaslighted by someone, trust yourself, trust your intuition. You're not crazy. Like I told you, this is real, and don't think that it can't happen to you. Don't think because you're on Section 8 or you're a single mother or you black that it can only happen to you, because it happens to professional men and women who've graduated from college, who have supportive family, who have all of these things. It has no it has no what is the word I'm looking for? It has no, you know, personification. It doesn't. It will target just about anyone. So you really just have to be careful. So just keep that part in mind. So the first stage of gaslighting that I would say happened to me first is um um the first part of gaslighting that happened to me first, if I could be honest, because I wrote some things down, but I really didn't give it really enough thought. So I'm gonna do that. So give me a minute to think about the first time, the first stage that I went through with gaslighting. And I can remember I was with my dad's cousin. Her name is Georgina, and her sister had warned me to stay away from Georgina, but I would not listen because I am a helper. I am a person where if I see something that is wrong with someone, I literally have a savior complex. Like, it's terrible because I remember one time I found this cat after my mom had died, and I took it home to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I want this cat. And my dad, bought milk, food, whatever he needed for this cat. And I think it was because I couldn't save my mom, and I wanted to so bad. And I think I developed that at a young age. So Georgina, like, it's a lot of things that she told me that I would not tell you guys. I don't care if she gaslighted me first, but I still couldn't tell that part because she told me that in confidence, so I would never out her like that. But the first time I experienced being gaslighting was when she did it. And I'll never forget, I can't even remember it freshly, but I remember it. And we were around some more people, and I knew these people didn't like me. Even the guy who I was dating at the time, I knew he was jealous of me. And she gaslighted me, and I forgot what she did. She kind of like made me look stupid. Like, she made me look stupid. Like, you know how someone withheld information just to make you look stupid or whatever? And that's basically what she did in front of everybody. And it literally was my first time ever feeling so freaking small. And the reason why it worked, because if it was anybody else, I would have been like, so what? Because me and her, we had a relationship. She was my cousin. Like, we went everywhere together. We did everything together. Like, she held my secrets. I held her secrets. Like, we did everything together. And for her to embarrass me like that in front of these people who already want to make me look small, because to them I look big, without even trying. And that was the first time that I've been gaslighted. So I probably have to change what I have on here to that. Yeah. So the first sign of gaslighting for me was the gaslighter embarrassing me. And some people would say, like, why didn't you just leave when she embarrassed you? Why didn't you just, why did you stay? And I'm going to give you an honest answer why I stayed. I stayed because I wanted to correct my mistake. I didn't want people to be thinking I'm stupid. Like, I know I'm very smart. And, yeah, I wanted to defend myself. Like, I wanted some time to defend myself. That's why I stayed. But don't never stay. Don't try to prove anything to anybody. Get the hell away from them people. I'm telling you, they will never change. It will only get worse. Trust me. I know from experience. So that will be number one for me. Your gaslighter shaming you in front of people, whether they'll never do it in front of your family. Well, if you have a family like mine, they probably will, because my family do it to me. But if you have supportive people around you, they'll never do it in front of someone that they know will take up for you. So just keep that in mind as well. And if you're being gaslighted, try to stay close to people that love you. So that's number one for me. The gaslighter shaming you, making you feel small, belittling you in front of company. Number two, the second time I've been gaslighted, I would say the second stage of me being gaslighted, for me, it was confusion. So now I can start. Because it was confusion to me, because for the life of me, I couldn't understand why Georgina was treating me this way. I couldn't understand for the life of me. Like, all I did was, try to help her. And what really confused me, because I'm the type of person where if I don't like a person, I'm not going to be around the person at all. Like, this person can't say nothing. You can't borrow nothing. You can't do, I don't want to be around you. That's the kind of person I am when I don't like a person. But it's tricky with people, with gaslighters, because they won't like you, but they'll still be around you. So you have to be very careful, because I'm not even going to go too far. Y'all know once I get to talking. Let me pull this down some, because this making my head look long, making me look like a foot. Okay, that's good. That way I won't have to look up like this. All right, so the second stage of gaslighting for me was confusion. And matter of fact, before I continue, let me send my son to get my charger so my phone won't die on y'all. So Noah, this is gonna be my little.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you go get my charger, my white charger?
Yeah.
Hurry up. I hope y'all like my picture. I love my picture. We got this picture made at the fair in 2018. It's so cute. Look at me. Like, this is literally my facial expression. Like, bitch. That's literally me. Please plug it up. Why are you standing there looking at me crazy? Thank you. You know what to do. Plug it up over there. That one right there, so the cord can be in a angle. All right, y'all, let me get this situated. I hope y'all feeling the vibes as well, because I got my Christmas lights, y'all. And I want to put my Christmas tree up so bad, but I'll wait, because I'm not trying to run my light bill up with these. All right. So, yeah. So, the second stage of gaslighting for me would be the confusion part, because I couldn't really understand why this person want to be around me if they're not treating me right. Like, you're not treating me right. You don't respect me, so why do you want to be around me? Like, I couldn't understand that for the life of me. So that would be the second stage. The first stage was the gaslighter shaming you in front of company, in front of someone you like, or embarrassing you and making you feel small, making you look bad or whatever. So that was number one. Number two was confusion. Like, I was literally confused. Like, why is this person doing this to me? Like, what the fuck did I do to this person so bad, so wrong, to make this person want to, make me look bad, or, you know what I'm saying, hurt me, and all of this stuff. Like, we supposed to be cousins. We supposed to be friends. Like, if I've done something to you, just, tell me. Oh, and another thing that Georgina did too, because before it was Georgina, it was me, Noelle, and Pop, my three best friends. And what Georgina did was she divided us because she wanted me to herself. So she divided us. She would tell Noelle things about me. She would tell me things about Noelle. She would tell Pop things about, but it was all lies. Trust me, it was all lies. But it worked because we're no longer friends. So that was the first tactic of gaslighting: conquer and divide. They want you to yourself. They can't control you if you have people around you who love you. And I know Noelle loved me, and I know Pot loved me, and I know right to this day we may not talk, and I don't think we could ever be friends again, but I know deep down that, well, I kind of hope they do. I kind of hope they do. Like, it's just too much to be reconciled now. I'm not even trying to go there. But anyways, yeah, she did that first, and then it was the confusion. I mean, not the confusion, but, you know, embarrassing me. And the second one was confusion. And then the third stage would be, you'll be wore out. You'll be wore out. You'll already be wore out from everyday things, because when Georgina first gaslighted me, ashamed me, I ended up not hanging around her for a long time. That's how I ended up meeting my child's father, because if I didn't have anywhere to stay, I would go to Georgina's house and I would stay to her house. But I couldn't do that anymore because she was gaslighting me. So that's how I ended up meeting my child's father. When I was homeless, I didn't have anywhere to stay, and he allowed me to stay. So dealing with what was going on with him, between me and him, like, I won't even say normal relationship stuff, because he was very abusive to me as well. So I was dealing with that, and then I had to deal with, you know, Georgina doing this to me, and then nobody really understanding what I'm saying or what I'm going through. Me not even knowing how to even speak about it. All I know is what I'm feeling. Like, what I'm feeling, something's not right. Like, I need to go to the hospital, but sad thing is, there's no cure for this. So I'm just dealing with this. I'm just going through it. So eventually I was wore out. I was wore out. And then after I was wore out, it became love bomb. Like, love bomb. Me and Georgina, we was never in an intimate relationship, like, you know, sexual relationship, but she was still love bombing. She would do all the things that I would want her to do right. Like, at that time I was smoking marijuana. She'd be like, oh, you want to smoke? She'll go buy my son some chips. She bought my son like an Easter basket or some little toy out the store. But I knew it was just a tactic to try to get me back to speaking to her, because I wasn't speaking to her. And I used to try to tell Barry, like, no, don't speak to her. I'm telling you, don't tell her nothing about where I'm at, because she'll try to go. She would go around, not try, and ask, you know, just about everybody about me. Where it literally is disgusting, because she literally just became obsessed with me. Everything I do, like, gaslighters are literally obsessed with you eventually. Once you leave, yeah, they will get a new supply, but you the one that got away. So they will literally be obsessed with you. They will literally continuously try to control your life. Like, no matter what, it never stops. So the only way, all right, I'm not gonna go too far. They will literally never stop trying to control your life. So it was love bomb, and then that was the third stage. And then I put something in here, and I want you guys to understand, like, the reason of gaslighting is to dominate and control you. Like, they literally want to control you. They literally want to dominate you. Like, some people get a kick out of stepping on others to make themselves feel good or look good to the public. Like, this is real stuff. So you have to understand that this is serious. You may think that it's not serious, but it literally is serious. You got a person who's literally stepping on you and beating you down. And I'm gonna tell you how they step on you. I just don't want to go into it just yet, because I have everything in order on how I want to say it. So they will literally, like, step on you, like use you as a doormat, like your feelings don't matter, to make themselves feel good about themselves. That's why you got to be careful. That's why I say it can happen to confident people. It can happen to just about anybody, because I was never an insecure person. I always believed in my abilities to get whatever I need done. Like, even still now to this day, like, no, you're not gonna tell me that I can't do it, because the moment you tell me I can't do it, watch me do it. And thank you for the motivation. Like, all you out there who gaslighting me, thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. But on a real tip, that's what it's all about. And then let me see, I got, so number 1, the first stage was embarrassing you. Number 2 is confusion. Number 3, eventually it wears you out. Number 4, they love bomb you. And then the 5th stage is repetition. They do it all again, the same things all over again. It's repetition. If you do something, if you do something long enough, eventually you'll start believing it, even if it's a lie. That's why liars believe their own lies, because they lie so much to the point where they start believing their own lies. And that's how it is when you're dealing with a gaslighter. You start seeing things, you start going through those patterns long enough, you'll start believing it. Like, you'll start believing it, and eventually, number 6, you form a codependent relationship on this person. Like, you literally can't live without this person, because now you feel like, oh, I know this person embarrassed me, but they just bought my son a car out the store, so they must care. So now you feel codependent, and trust me, they will put you in situations to make you feel like you need them. Say, for instance, like if somebody trying to fight you, they'll come up and defend you to make you feel like they have your back. But no, it's all a manipulation tactic. Trust me, it's all manipulation. Like, you cannot trust these people. These people don't care about nobody but themselves. Remember that. Get away from them people and surround yourself around people who love you. And that's so true. So the 5th stage is repetition. Even when I was in Alabama, like, my neighbors up there used to gaslight me. The boy that I was going with, he used to gaslight me. Like, he literally will find out my favorite color, or a color that I say I like. And every day, no matter where I was, I would see someone with a fuchsia. Say, like, if I say I like fuchsia, I would see everybody, and that's a rare color. Like, who loves fuchsia? Like, if you see a person walking with a fuchsia shirt, you're going to be like, dang, because it's so bright. So you'll see someone with a fuchsia shirt every day, whether you're in Walmart, whether you're at the gas station, whether you're walking your son to school, and it really, I'm like, dang, why everybody got on fuchsia shirts? What the fuck is a sale going on? Like, I like that color. Why nobody told me that it was a sale on fuchsia shirts? So I can get me a fuchsia shirt. I want me a fuchsia shirt too. Like, literally, this is what it is. But it's a manipulation tactic to drive you crazy. Literally, this is what it is. It's a whole bunch of confusion. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. Like, it's literally just like disgusting. So yeah, so the 5th stage of gaslighting is repetition. The 6th stage of gaslighting is you form a codependent relationship with this person. And trust me, it just goes in a cycle. It just goes in a circle. First they shame you, then they confuse you, then they wear you out, then they love bomb you by buying you flowers, and then they repeat the cycle, and you form a codependent relationship on this person, with this person. It's more effective than you think. And it's highly effective with children. That's the scary part, because it's a lot of people out here who are gaslighting their own children, because it's easy to manipulate a child. Like, when I don't want to be bothered with my son, the more I take myself away from my son, the more he give me. The more I give him, the more he take himself away from him. So that's something that we kind of work on to let you know, like, hey, I'm your mother. You don't have to play those mind games with me. Trust me, even a child know how to do it. So you have to be very carefully. So eventually, you being So eventually you begin to catch on to the patterns because you're not stupid. You're not crazy like, damn, this shit keep happening. It's just going in a circle. And just like I said, if you do something long enough, you begin to believe that pattern. And you start to believe it. But for me, I could never get comfortable with something happening to me every day, this being my life. Like, this will not be my life. I got too much to offer to this world for me to be going through the same old shit every day. That's literally like insane to me. Like, no, I need to try something different. Like, you got me bent. So for me, a thought was never in my mind of, okay, this is my life, let me accept it. Never. Like, whether it was me calling them out, like, why are you doing me? Like, what's going on? Like, you're really manipulating me right now. Like, whether it was me calling them out, whether it was me going to therapy, like anything that I needed to do, get away from these people, like anything that I needed to do to take control of my life, I did that. Like, me staying and just, living like this forever, it was never a question in my mind for that to happen. Like, I'm a fighter, so life being this way forever never even crossed my mind. So I started asking questions, like, to the gaslighter, like, what are you doing to me? Like, why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you for you to be manipulating me? You think I'm stupid? Like, bitch, I see you. And then when I confront you, you want to act like it ain't happening. Bitch, what? Like, what do you want from me? Like, whatever it is you want, you're not going to get, period. And so that was literally my mindset. So, and when I began to get lies, like I said, every time I would confront them about what they're doing and they would lie, that's when I distanced myself. That's when I just left everything. And that's how I ended up leaving and going to Alabama with my sister. Little did I know, my sister was on the same thing. It's like all of them, it's like everybody had a pact to try to dominate and control me. It's like everybody was in on it, because everywhere I tried to escape looking for the support that I needed, because you need, just like I told you, get away from those people and go find somebody who genuinely loves you and who's going to be there to help you get through this, who's going to remind you that you're not crazy. Like, I literally don't have nobody to help me do that shit. So I have to be, just like I told y'all, I pick my own self up. Every time I fall, I pick me up. And that's what make me strong. That's literally what make me strong. I'm sorry for beating y'all. I don't mean to scare y'all, whatever like that. But like, literally, it does that to me because I don't have nobody. So I'm really like an easier target because I don't have nobody who will sit there and take up for me. Everybody in my life is literally trying to dominate and control me, basically gaslight me everywhere. The people here, I just moved to Naples, Florida. The people in Naples, Florida, and Alabama, the neighbors, the Section 8 office in Alabama, the school board here, everybody is trying to control and dominate me, Nikki. So, when I went and moved with my sister, it did not get any better. Like, and then around this time, I had a baby. Now, anybody out there know what it feels like to have a baby, and then to have your mind fucked every day by people who's supposed to love you and support you? That's terrible. Like, so I was going through that. I was going through my child's father not being there. I was going through being in the hospital by myself. I told y'all I was in the hospital by myself. I had these people stripping me of my dignity, laying down on the table talking about my pussy fat and I'm thick. Laying on the damn table, the doctors and the nurses talking amongst themselves. Yep. This is my story. Like, and this is what I was going through. I had just had a baby. I didn't know how to be a mom. My mom is dead. Like, I don't know what to do. So I went to my sister because, for one, my sister already has a child. My sister child probably like, when I had my child, my sister child probably was like 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, some up in that age. So if can't nobody else tell me how to raise my child, she can help me, but she didn't help me. She just gaslighted me too, basically. She just wanted to dominate and control me too. So when you confront these people, like I said, I went to asking questions like, what the fuck is going on? Because I know I ain't crazy. I see what you're doing. And you're not going to play me like a fool. You're not. It's not going to happen. So the moment I did that, then the fun began. Like, no, it's a real serious situation. Like, once I started standing up to these gaslighters, these master manipulators, these sociopaths, because they really sociopaths. Like, a gaslighter can be whoever they need to be in that moment talking to you. If you need somebody to love you, they can be that person to love you. If you need somebody to support you, they can be that person to support you. If you need somebody to cook for you, they can be that person to cook for you. If you need somebody to babysit, they can be that person to babysit. If you need somebody to take you to the bank, they can be that person to take you to the bank. I'm telling you, they can be whoever you need them to be at that moment. So you got to be very careful, because they are very skilled at what they do. Like, honest to God, truth. So once you stand up to these people, and one thing about a person who got something to hide, they don't want to be exposed. So you basically standing up to them is like you exposing them, and they not gonna have that. They not gonna have you exposing them. So you know what they gonna do? Things are gonna escalate when you challenge them. Things are gonna escalate. Man, you crazy. You do that. Let me tell you something, and this is true. A hit dog will holler. Guilty will speak. So if you go to this person just calm and cool and collect, and you're like, hey, the other day when we were out and Red and everybody else was sitting on the porch, and you embarrassed me by making me look bad. Why did you do that? And then Georgina, being the gaslighter, the manipulator she gonna get mad. She gonna be like, hey, you always do this. Why you always... They will escalate when challenged. That's how you know you not crazy. Because you come into a person having a normal conversation, and this person want to take it up to here and get so defensive and all this stuff. That's your proof right there. So just know, once you expose them, that's when the intimidation tactics start. They will almost hit you with a car, just like when I said I was in Alabama. I'm walking down the street with my son, and this gold car almost fucking hit me. Like, and I'm with my son. I swear to God, I'm with my son. I called the police. Mind you, I already told y'all that the police was in on it. The police was gaslighting me as well as everybody else. So when I'm telling them what's going on, he trying to give me a lesson on how to walk down the street the right way. I told him, look, I don't need no lesson on walking down the street. I know how to walk down the street. That ain't even the point. The point is, whether I was walking on the right side of the road or not, this car almost hit me and my son. Like, it was literally those were intimidation tactics. But one thing about me, when you pin me up to the wall, I'm coming out swinging. Like, ain't nobody finna put me up against this wall. Nobody's about to do that. So it is what it is. At this point, I did whatever I needed to do to protect me and my son, because at the end of the day, I'm going to die by mine. So you run up in this motherfucker thinking shit sweet if you want to, your ass going to come up missing. It's either you or me, and it ain't going to be me, because I got a long life to live, baby. So come correct or don't come at all. And that's just how I see it. Like, they literally know who to play with and who not to play with. Like, stop playing with me. Like, really, stop. So, yes, the intimidation tactics will come. They'll do anything just to scare you. They'll probably tap on your window at night just to get in your head and just make you scared to make you stop speaking. And it will work because it have worked on me sometimes. But sometimes it don't work. It just depends on where I'm at in my life. Just like I said, everybody got a breaking point. Where am I in my life? So, tread lightly. That's all I can say. Tread lightly. Because it may be just one of those days. So, again, all of this is being done to you because they want to, and y'all know what I mean when I say they, the gaslighters. Anybody in your life who's manipulating you, gaslighting you, or whatever, they want to dominate and control you. And the sad part about it is that half of the time it's so crazy because they don't want you. They just don't want nobody else to have you. They just don't want your life to be better than theirs. And that's basically what it comes down to it. Like, oh yeah, and I forgot this one as well. And they will do anything to dominate and control you. Like, they will tell lies, they will exaggerate, they will literally ostracize you from people who love you by using lies, by using exaggerations. Look how I told you Georgina did with me, Pat, and Noel. Look how Londa did with me and my dad. Like, she know my dad is the only person who I have, but I don't have my dad no more because me and my dad is not speaking. My dad is allowing people in his life to, you know, use him to manipulate me, and I can't roll like that. Like, I love my dad. I wish my dad the best. And I know, like, I don't want anything to happen to my dad, but I can't live my life like that. Like, my dad told me that he want me to be happy, but if you want me to be happy, then how come you're not standing up for me? I'm supposed to be your baby girl. So how come you're not standing up for me if you want me to be happy? You see what's going on, because if I see it, you see it. Like, ain't nobody stupid around here. Ain't nobody in special education. Ain't nobody retarded. We all are full able bodies, so don't pretend like you don't know what's going on. Don't pretend like, oh, I'm just crazy, I'm just acting out, and I'm just being this way. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. I'm not that type of person. And I know when I'm being messed with. And right now, I'm being messed with. And it's disgusting. It makes you feel violated. It makes you feel like you're being molested or raped all over again. Because literally, you have no control. You literally have no control. Even if I go downstairs and punch this neighbor in his face, he still can come out his door and gaslight me again. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna punch him in his face every day? You can't control people, and that's one thing I do know. I can only control myself. So when you're being gaslighted, just focus on controlling you and get the hell from out of there. And speak your truth. Like, don't be in the dark about what's going on. That was the thing about me. I was in the dark about what's going on because I grew up in a house where we didn't talk about things that happened in the house. We just was told to sweep it under the rug. I'm done sweeping things under the rug. What rug? I don't even have a rug. I have carpet. So I can't sweep nothing under this rug. No, I'ma do like the gays do, and I'ma let it all hang out. That's what I'ma do. So speak your truth. Don't be afraid. Be ready to fight for you, for your sanity, for your mental, for your happiness, for your peace, for your self-worth. Trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. And let me tell you another thing. Like, when I'm being gaslighted, it makes me angry. And you know who I take that anger out of? On my son. My son literally walks around here like he's afraid of me. Because that's how I feel on the inside. I feel afraid. I feel scared about something that I don't even know if it's going to happen or not. Like, I'm ruining my son's life. And they're winning because I'm giving them exactly what they want. Exactly what they want. You think that they want me You think if they love me and they wanted me to be happy and be all that I can be, that they would manipulate me this way? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that at all. So I have to do it for myself. And this is my way of doing that. So just know, once you stand up to the gaslighter, that it's going to get worse. Just be prepared for it to get worse. Like how I managed to stay sane is because I pick and choose my battles, just like you have to do. You have to pick and choose your battles, because I'm being gaslighted by too many damn people. First of all, like, all these motherfucking people are against me, even the police officers and all these people. That's too much. Okay, so my brain is not even big enough to hold all of this information that I have. Like, it will literally make you incoherent. Like, you know what you want to say, but you can't even get your words out. It will make you literally like a drug addict. It will literally make you use drugs. Thank God that I don't do drugs. You know, thank God I'm not an alcoholic. Thank God that I'm able to maintain myself as a lady. Thank God. You know? Because, like, literally, I'm supposed to be gone crazy. Like, gone crazy. I literally, whatever that means, I'm supposed to been went crazy. So, yeah, I have a lot of people gaslighting me. So to maintain my stability, I pick and choose my battles. And I don't know how I pick and choose it. I just pick and choose it. It's just random. It don't follow their pattern. Even though I see their pattern, I don't follow their pattern, because I am in control of my life. I decide what I don't want to do. It's not up to them. So sometimes they may even try to make it feel like that you're following them, but that's when you have to know who you are. Bitch, I was finna get up and leave anyways. But what's understood don't have to be explained. So I just keep my mouth closed. And I let them think that they winning until it's time to chop their head off. Because it's not checkers. This is chess. So I'm not going to move every time they move. I don't even know when I'm going to move. I don't know. It's just a random selection. It's just a surprise. And that's how I move. That's how I keep my sanity, because I literally pick and choose my battles. I pick and choose my battles. I literally foresee what's going on before it even happens. That's why you literally have to be quick on your feet. You have to like T.I. say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It literally feels like I'm in combat. I'm in war right now, because that's how I feel every time I dark my door. I be ready for whatever. And I literally have to train my son to be ready. But it's cool, because you got to understand, I have a boy. I have a son. And his mama has never been pussy. So when push come to shove, when my boy get old enough to understand more things, he gonna be a bad mama jamma. On top of that, he gonna be the second black president. So y'all watch out. Oh, he gonna be a bad mama jamma. That's why sometimes I just be like, oh, it is what it is. Sometimes I just let it go. Especially things that you can't control. I can't control those people. I'll be a fool. I'll be a crazy person if I try to control what other people say or do.